Yo, about those. Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again. Let's look at the recent changes, of course, the price changes, and some of you guys outside of the United States have been leaving comments about paying $2,000 to $3,000, more compared to last year or compared to 2 years ago, of course. And I can tell you why that is. Okay, so if you guys seen 2021, they removed ABS standard on these bikes. So the Lowrider S, the Fat Bob, which you see in the video, I believe the Sport Glide, maybe the Fat Boy, some of these had ABS standard. This was a standard, with these models. So you weren't paying ABS, sorta. I mean, you were paying a higher price, but you were getting that included with the bike. So now that we're in 2021, 2021, or maybe it was 2022, 2023, they removed that component, that rider assist, from these models, but they kept the same price. All right, and that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And not only did they remove this feature, this rider assist, off these bikes, they also increased the fee for their ABS. So let's look at the Lowrider S right here, and of course you see 18200, and a lot of folks don't know that the ABS is no longer standard with this bike, but it still carries that same price. So now that we're looking at outside of the United States, where regulations and requirements for some of these bikes, it's more strict. Some of your guys' country require RDRS, they require ABS, and you guys are paying for it. It's nothing like the corporations are not taking a hit. This is what people don't understand with the whole paying the fair share. I guess people just believe that corporations are gonna take the hit on these requirements, on these rider assist. People believe because they're billion-dollar corporations, they're the ones that are going to take the hit on these regulations or these tax increases or whatever. But in reality, it just gets passed down to the consumer, to you guys, to us. We're the ones that are paying for this. So if you're in the United States and you're looking at buying a Lowrider S with ABS, it's not $950, as you guys can see right here. That's not what the real price is, because remember, they removed this in 2021, 2022, and now they're putting it back in as an option, but they're keeping the same MSRP as if it was included. So now you're paying $1,900, almost $2,000 for ABS if you're in the United States. But for countries outside of the United States, like I said, that are required or mandated to have ABS, you guys are now paying $2,000. And on top of that, you're also paying the surcharge. And then, freight, whatever you guys are paying over there, of course, all these prices went up compared to, of course, 2 years ago. Back in pre-pandemic, sorry. So, of course, there's, $200 here increase. The surcharge, $750, $800. That wasn't something that was normalized back when I bought my Lowrider S for $18,200, I believe. Yeah, that's how much I got it for. Before fees, taxes, markup, and all these other fees. Of course, the $1,000 or $800 here surcharge plus the increase of $200. And then, of course, you have the ABS. In reality, this is $1,800 on top of the MSRP. That's why you guys are seeing a difference of $3,000 on these bikes. So, and of course, like everything else, shortages, supply and demand. We also have, who knows how your guys' economy's doing, but you guys are able to see that everybody's kind of hurting right now. And I don't see these prices going down anytime soon. And the way I see it is, if Harley does decide to put in ABS back standard on some of their models, of course the price is going to increase by $950. So looking back at 2020, 2021, the bikes didn't go up by only, you know, $750 like on the surcharge. The bikes went up by $750 plus, you know, the $1,000. So they went up by $2,000 plus the, you know, the increases. These bikes in reality went up by about $2,500 throughout everywhere, you know, throughout the whole globe. It's just that we don't have to have ABS, you know, included when we buy our two-wheel vehicles. So yes, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to leave, you know, comments down below what you guys think. Harley's greed, or is it just, you know, the supply and demand? Of course, they removed ABS back in 2021, 2022 because of the shortages, the lockdowns. You guys saw, you know, the chip shortages that was going on. We saw these high, crazy markups on the automobile industry, $20,000-$30,000. We also had used vehicles selling for $70,000, you know, higher, a lot higher than the MSRP on a new vehicle. It's just a crazy market. We should start to see these prices go back down. I believe I was seeing, you know, an auction recently, and prices are going to come back down with the economy, people losing their jobs and stuff like that. And people just, you know, instead of buying necessities, I mean, instead of buying, you know, these toys, these hobbies, let's be honest, these are not necessities. You could buy a Yaris, you could buy a Corolla for this price, and it'll be more functional, you know, for your family, for yourself. You could use it, you know, to carry stuff around. These are really just a leisure item. You don't need this stuff. And with the economy, people losing their jobs and people, you know, tightening down on their spending, we're gonna see, of course, these leisure items start to go down. If you guys saw, Tesla had a 10-20% you know, discount on their Model 3s. So eventually, you know, we're gonna start seeing a slowdown of the economy and, of course, the recession. So not a political video or whatever, just, you know, you know, giving you guys both sides. All right, I know a lot of people are looking at this and thinking, man, Harley's really greedy with these prices, you know, but a lot of these corporations aren't in it to lose money. And when they're required and they're mandated, of course, like I mentioned earlier, to provide, you know, the buyer with rider assists and, of course, you know, tariffs that, you know, other countries are putting on them. Of course, if you guys seen what happened with the Thailand factory, these corporations do not eat the cost. This always gets passed down to the consumer, and this is just, like I said, people don't realize a lot of these. You guys stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. I don't want to get in a rant. Get out there and ride. Later.